You know, the whole Gymshark apparel thing, can we please talk about this? Why are we, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I know there's a lot, I know you go to the gym, there's a lot of Gymshark. You see a lot of guys with the no-sleeve shirts and the pants. I think Gymshark is starting to confuse some people though. Okay? I have a friend, he told me, he said, you know, I'm sponsored by Gymshark. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, how so? He said, well, I pay them money and they give me clothes to wear. So you're a customer of Gymshark. No. It's like, it's one of those things where I give them money and then they give me clothes. It's like a sponsorship program and I wear the clothes. Andy, I don't think you know what sponsorship means. I think maybe Gymshark should give you a sponsorship dictionary when you buy your next clothing. It's crazy. Gymshark, I think it's really popular because of the name. You know, Gymshark, you know, buy a Gymshark shirt. You know, people wouldn't buy a Gym Antelope shirt. You know, if you can run through the woods and get mauled by a lion, you can wear Gym Antelope. Sponsored by us. Yeah. But March Madness, you know, coming up. I read this article this week. Did you know, during the first week of March Madness, vasectomy appointments up 50%. Up 50. And the reason why, you know, it makes sense. Guys want to sit back, you know, they want to take the weekend off, you know, so they plan it ahead. But if you watch closely in March Madness, you see the guys in the stands, you see if there's a three-pointer, you'll see guys go, yeah! Bar mitzvahs are pretty crazy. I like bar mitzvahs. You know what though, the whole like puberty thing, it's supposed to represent you're getting older or whatever. My dad, he just said, you getting hair on your nuts yet? That was my introduction to being an adult. He told me, do you know what to do with a woman? I said, yes. I didn't know. That's my father. That's what he is. A lot of kids like to say this term now. I hear this now, and it's really, I don't get it. They say, you know, if something's good, you say, oh, you know, I think we should, you know, go get some ice cream. You know, the kid will say less. Why would I want to say less? I just asked you to get ice cream. Maybe I feel like saying more. Maybe I want more to be said. What is this whole say less thing? You hear it all the time. Oh, I like this. Say less. Oh, you want to do this? Say less. But you know, it is what it is. I don't really go to Starbucks much, but I know they have like the macchiato, Asiago, whatever stuff. And a lot of times when you're buying that stuff, you could basically say anything. You could say, can I have an Asiago, cheese, fondue, vanilla extract shake? And they'll be like, yeah, sure, we got that in the back. I'll get it, you know. I've never ordered one, but I'm sure if I said that, they'd have it. And so I get it, and I go back, I see someone I know, they ask me, they say, where'd you get that? I was like, oh, Starbucks, got it from them. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, they sponsor me. All right, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Hey guys, how's it going tonight? Woo! Woo! So, no spring break, that's kind of bullshit, isn't it? Kind of reminds me of that Dave Chappelle meme. Oh, y'all got any more of that spring break? But, I'm older than a lot of you guys. I'm actually 32. And one thing is, I don't know what's getting shorter, my patience or my goddamn hairline. So, my mom died 2 years ago. Yep, that's it. That's all I got for you. No. Mom died 2 years ago. The only problem was she was homophobic and a racist, and that's something I'm kind of glad that I didn't get, you know? But, you know, just one of these days I just want to spite her, you know? And, you know, just suck a black guy's dick or something. Go something like this. Take a dick out of my mouth. Fuck you, Mom! Yeah, that'll show her. I don't know, I have quite a bit of work experience. A couple of years ago, I worked in this dingy, shitty, like, rundown motel. Younger guy kind of stayed there, and we called him Toy Boy. Because he would leave all of his sex toys all over the place. And, you know, as, you know, staff, you know, you go in there and clean their room, you don't want to see that. But, I don't know. I was just kind of waiting for him to, you know, come at one of us and just have a couple of fucking dildos in his hands and maybe a strap on for some goddamn reason. Just come out like, hope I didn't make a mess for y'all. I don't know. It's no secret that kind of a big guy. I'll actually move this so you can actually see me. But I don't know. A friend of mine was having her birthday, and they went bar hopping or crawling or whatever you guys call it one night. And I mean, going up Chauncey Hill, that's a fucking nightmare for a fat guy, let me tell you. You know, just as we're going up the hills. They're looking back at me. You okay? Yeah, just give me a minute. Although, one thing that I'll have that's kind of a good thing is I'll have bigger titties than some bitches will ever have. I don't know, that's all I got for you tonight. Thank you.
One size fits all my ass. Can you like get bigger gloves next time? I have really big hands. Alright, hey guys, how's it going? This is my first time doing stand-up comedy, so go easy, please. So because today is a reading day, I was reading earlier today. I was reading some poetry. So tonight, between my comedy bits, I'm going to be reading some selected excerpts of poetry from my favorite poet, Cardi B. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. I said, certified freak, 7 days a week, wet ass pussy. Make that pull-out game weak. Speaking of weak, the Bachelor finale. The finale of The Bachelor was earlier this week on Monday. Did anyone watch that? A couple of people, yeah, cool. So on The Bachelor, they always ask the girls, ask the guys, they say, are you ready for marriage? Are you ready for marriage? Are you ready to get engaged? And so I asked myself that same question, am I ready to get married? Am I ready to be engaged? And I think, yeah, the answer is yes, I'd be ready for that. You're not supposed to go on The Bachelor unless you're ready to get engaged or married, or if you have some other noble cause like Instagram followers. So I decided to try it out for myself. I put in my Tinder bio, I said, just trying to get married, to be honest. That's all I'm looking for on here. And I got a bunch of people messaging me, and their bios said something similar. They'd be like, "Oh, looking to settle down." And I get messages like, "Oh yeah, glad we're on the same page." And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just here for the Instagram followers." Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Beat it up, catch a charge, extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. I went on a date a while ago. Completely unrelated. Really nice guy. Went on a first date, really good. Went on a second date, really nice guy. And end of the second date, he drove me home. His Big Mac truck. No. He drove me home, and end of the second date, that's a good time for a first kiss, right? End of the second date, if you have two really good dates, yeah, you get your first kiss, right? So I'm there, I'm in his car, I'm really excited, I'm psyching myself up, I'm ready for that first kiss, I'm just closing my eyes and leaning in, and he goes like this. I'm like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "Fist bump." I'm like, "Really?" Never tried fisting before, but I'd give it a shot. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make me cream. Make me scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. Speaking of cooking, this is my first semester living off campus. I'm living with 4 guys, 3 other roommates, and we're still learning how to cook, how to clean, doing the dishes. It's been 7 months. We're still working on that. We have set off the fire alarm twice in the past week. That would be 5 times this semester. And no, don't feel bad for me. Feel bad for my neighbors. We don't always cook though. Sometimes we go out. The other day I was in Lafayette driving home, and I stopped at McDonald's. And that McDonald's had a drive-through. They had two lines for the drive-through. So I got in one of the lines, and there were probably like 5 or 6 cars in front of me waiting to order. So I'm there, it's moving really slow, I get bored, I put my car in park, I'm on my phone, I'm not really paying attention. I look up a couple minutes later and I see there's me, and then there's the car in front of me, and then there's 2 empty spaces, and there's no one there. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Okay, so I do soft little honk on the horn, and nothing. And I do a little louder honk on the horn, nothing. Then you just slam on the horn, and then still nothing. Car's not moving. So I get out of my car, and I go look, like, what's going on, right? And there's no one in the car. I'm like, wait, what's going on? I must have not been paying attention. I didn't see him leave. Then I look a little bit closer. It's late at night. It's like 12:30. Look a little bit closer, and I see there is someone in the car. Very short girl, probably younger than me, probably like 18, 19. And she's there. She's asleep. Asleep at the wheel in the McDonald's drive-through line. So I knock on the window, a nice soft little knock, nothing, a little bit louder knock, nothing. Then I start banging on the window, and then she wakes up, she's startled, she's like, what's going on? Opens the door, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not here for you, I just wanted to let you know you were asleep. She's like, oh, okay, thanks. Closes the door, turns the car on, and makes a U-turn, gets out of the parking lot. Like, what were you doing? And you may think that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in the McDonald's parking lot, but I thought getting fisted on the second date was weird. All right, thank you so much. That's all I got for you. My name's Andrew. Add me on LinkedIn. Don't text your exes. Good night.
The wire's under the mic stand. Fuck. Alright, there we go. You left your water bottle on stage. Can I like quarterback throw it back to you?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's gonna really fuck up the vibe, but the vibe's already pretty shit, let's be honest, right? Off to a great start. There's like that long-standing rumor that the government like spies through us on our phones and shit. I kind of hope that's true, because I do this thing when I go take a shit where I like stare intently back at the camera, right? Just to like fuck with the guy on the other side, right? And occasionally I'll say shit like, "Oh, you had to go to college for this job." I want to inflict so much fucking damage on that guy that like he brings the trauma home to his family. Like he walks through the door and like hangs up his coat rack and shit. And like the wife is just like, "Oh, I know that look. Did he take a shit again?" And the guy's like, "I can't with him. He's so fucking weird, man. Why did I choose this fucking job? I wanted to be a singer." I don't know, man. That's why I do this shit. And like apparently, and so like I want it so that it puts like a strain on their marriage, right? Like he can't go to the bathroom anymore because like every time he tries, he's just reminded of me. So like the shit just like fills up inside of his body to the point where like he looks pregnant, and his wife is like disgusted. It's like, "You can't be pregnant with shit. That's not right." And he's just like, "My life is falling apart." And then the wife like kicks him out, and now this guy's like a single parent, but with the shit. So that's why I look into the camera when I take a poop. I think it goes without saying that online school fucking sucks. If you're like one of those people who can like, who like somehow like thrives in online school, or just like is somewhat like generally indifferent to it, there's like an exercise that you can actually do where you can like empathize with our pain. Fucking sit on my dick. Sit on my dick, get nice and uncomfortable, and then just start fucking spinning. Spin like the never-ending top from Inception, just like, and you can't stop until like the semester ends. That's how bad it feels. At some point, I just kind of stopped caring about like doing the homework, so I just answer with like really shitty answers. Like the question would be like, "Oh yeah, explain how your answer in part B is somewhat similar to your standard deviation, and you're paying $20,000 a semester to not know the answer to questions." And I'm like, "You didn't have to put that in the question." It's kind of rude. And yeah, so the answer would be like something like technical and specific, and instead I just write some shit like, "I hate babies. Every time I look at one, I want to puke. I want to kick them in the skull. Every time I see one in public, I mouth the words, 'I will end your bloodline.' But they just look back at me and smile. What the fuck? They know no fear. And they must be eradicated. Submit." And then like I was doing that for like a good amount of time, and then that one time it actually backfired on me, because like the TA like emailed me saying like, "What the fuck did you write on your homework? Babies are bundles of joy. You can't kick them in the skull. I'm not gonna give you full credit for this." I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't expect a reward for writing this shit, man. It'd be pretty fucked up if you gave me any credit." It's like, what, I just expect you to read this shit and be like, "Well, I don't agree with this point of view, but at least it's spelled correctly. Half credit. But fine, take away my points, you pro-baby nerd." Pro-baby. What would being anti-baby look like? I just feel like there's like an anti-baby league, like a group of people that meet in like a community college classroom, like an actual meeting and shit. And they started off by having some guy stand at the podium and be like, "All right, guys, welcome for coming. Drinks are in the back. Let's get started. I hate babies." And everybody's like, yeah, of course. And then some like black preacher guy in the audience is like, "Amen, brother." And it's like a whole thing. Well, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
Also known as strawberry jam, if you know, you know. So what's good, everybody? Having fun? Enjoying your reading day? I feel like the person who invented chess was into some really freaky sex. Like, who decided to make the queen the most powerful piece on the board? Ah, my liege, why have you decided to grant the queen such power? Well, squire, I must implore you to understand it is because I wish to be dominated by the enemy queen. Pretty freaky if you ask me. I mean, this guy's like, oh yeah, I really want the queen on me. I really want to be pegged, you know? Like half the pieces on the chessboard look like butt plugs. Am I wrong? Even then, like the act of winning a chess game is called mating. Really? I mean, you imagine those old stern Russian guys just sitting in front of a chessboard. There's a lot of potential mating options here. So now we know what they're really thinking. The other day, I went to get one of those random COVID tests. The lady checking me in, what she wanted to know is, where is my campus address? But what she asked me was, you from the west side? Girl, do I look like I'm from the west side? I'm a skinny-ass white guy. I would not hold up in the hood, you know? And to be fair, like the lady, she was another skinny white chick. Like she could have belonged to any sorority here on campus. It's like two white people talking about the west side, really. Or do west sides even exist anymore? It feels like every day, everything is just east sides and north sides. Every generation of people has got their conservatives, so to speak, in the sense that they're a bit hesitant towards change, you know? I figure, you know, there's always going to be someone who doesn't want things to change. There's got to be at least one person out there who is really against switching from horse and buggy to car. Says, well, what's so great about the car anyways? You know, cars aren't better. You know, you can't put gas in a horse, or can you? You know? You put decals on a car, is that so great? It's like, am I not allowed to enjoy a horse? Am I not allowed to enjoy myself? You know, it's like, what's so great about a car? Does it have 4 legs? Well, technically it does. Does it have fur? Does it have warm flesh? Does this car have a 20-inch horse cock? You know, I just think this guy really liked horses, you know? It's like, well, a car, that's not as hot as a horse, is it? Anyways, you know what else is hot? Consent. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
There we go.
Amen.
Like, consent just makes everything better, not even sex, you know? Like, you think about a fist fight. A fist fight without consent is just boring. Like, if you want to beat somebody up without them fighting back, just go buy a punching bag. That's the way to do it. Anyways, thank you all for consenting to hear my shitty jokes. Have a great night.
I didn't realize there was tape.
Oh, is there tape?
I thought your stand worked. No, there's tape here. I broke it. Oh, there we go. When I was younger, I put a brown paper bag over my head and I said, look at me, I'm a homeless person. And, you know, someone told me, hey, don't put that bag over your head. You might suffocate or not have easy access to oxygen. And, you know, that would be really something if they made everyone, you know, walk around with brown paper bags over their head and they couldn't get easy access to oxygen. They had to keep, you know, sucking in their CO2 instead of oxygen because it's all trapped there, you know. I think that'd really be something if that happened. Don't you agree? Anyways, today's the reading day. Yeah, reading day, more like raining day.
Nice.
I was gonna go outside today, but, you know, it was the raining day. Anyone read anything good today? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Reading day. Too bad they broke spring break. You guys comedy fans? Yeah. Well, I'd like to do some impressions of comedians you guys might know. So first, I'd like to do my impression of Cooper Kim.
Oh God.
Well, hey, my name is Cooper Kim. And I was thinking, you know, I got to Purdue University. So that made me think, what are my skills? I like to think about that. What skills do I have? And I realized I really like to paint. I love painting. Alright, that was my Cooper Kim impression. Next, this is my impression of JT Singh. So, anyone wonder why 9/11 happened? Like, damn. Why'd you have to do that? Imagine being the guy sitting at the top of the tower. Oh, it must be 11:33 on a Thursday. Seems like something you'd say. Next, this is my impression of Charlie Billings. Hey, my name is Charlie Billings, but I like to call myself Fico Fetellini.
What?
I like to get the best angles in my film production. That's what he does. Next is my impression of someone who hasn't been here for a while. His name is Will DB. Hey, my name is Will DB, and I like to talk about boners.
Oh, he does.
That is all my set will be about. How I got a boner at Earhart. Yeah, that's Will DB. Next, I want to talk about Sam Kohn, Strawberry Jam. Hey, my name is Sam Strawberry Jam, and did you know that I learned at a trivia night that when bees have sex, their balls explode? I thought that was interesting. It's true, you should look that up. Next is my impression of Sarah Moening. Hey guys, my name is Sarah, and I'm in aviation engineering, and I'm a girl. What are the odds? I think it's actually aerospace engineering. I think that's the degree. Next I want to do my impression of Nathan Ma. Yep, yeah. Yep, yeah, I agree, yeah, yep. Don't look at me, that's what he said. Should have heard him. Next I'm going to do my impression of Franco. Sup? Yeah, that's right. Bet you weren't expecting a black guy on stage. Anyways, follow me on TikTok. It's true, that's what he says. Okay, next I want to do an impression of Grace Summers. Hey guys, my name is Grace. Welcome to my vlog. Today I'm going to tell you about bisexual lighting. I learned about it in school. As you see, the colors are the bisexual colors, bisexual lighting. That's my color theory for today. Yeah, I don't know. Next, I want to do GA. I don't remember his last name. Hello, my name is GA. I do not like to eat hot dog when I watch Pornhub. I think it is kind of gay. And that's every show he's done. Well, that was quite a trip, but I want to do one last impression. And that's my impression of a comedian named Randall Kane. Hello, my name is Randall Kane, and I like to tell jokes. Okay, that's my impression. Thanks, guys.